everyone, today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss. And this is a book subscription service, which, as all of you probably know by now, are my favorite ones to get. So this box is $36.95 a month plus $9 in shipping. And it includes 3 to 5 books. Sometimes I get more, sometimes it's the 5. They are brand new books every month. They focus on romance and mystery genres, although it's largely romance. And the subgenres of those, historical, romantic suspense. You do not get to pick your genre. But the nice thing about this is that they're new books. They're brand new books. So if you are very open to all kinds of different subgenres within mystery and romance, this would probably be the box for you. The price is good. If you were to buy all these books new at the store, you would pay more than what is charged. They do throw in some little, they're usually like little candies. Occasionally they've done little cookies, but I find the cookies tend to get smashed because the books are heavy. And the snacks are they're like no big deal. They're little candies. I could almost do without them. And then we usually get a couple of tea bags. Yeah, that's going to be it. So let's check this box out. This is the July 2022 selection. Let's dive in and see what we've got in it. All right, here it is. I'm just going to double check. Okay, no important information except my shipping info. All right, so, oh look, they're having a subscription box contest. What is that all about? Okay. Oh, this has to do, looks like with one of the books that's in the box. So, okay, and then we have, here's just a little postcard. Here's their information. I'm going to show you the coupon code because they give that to you in every box. It's just kind of a freebie, but if you want to subscribe, you can get $3 off the first box by using the coupon code BOXLOVE. You're welcome. Okay. And then I have, tell everybody how much you love your box. I do that. I post that stuff. Okay. So right at the top, I have my little tea bags. I've got an Asian Pear Harmony and an Earl Grey black tea. I do not drink tea, so that I pass that along. They really try to wrap these in, wrap it nicely, but as you can see here, the books moved around so much that this was wrapped, but the wrapping got pushed over. It's just smushed right here. That's okay. As long as the books are okay. I don't care if the wrapping is not so good. I'm hoping the books are okay. Okay, so the first book I have is a mass market paperback. It's from the Harlequin Intrigue line, and it's called Shielding Her Son by K.D. Richards. It is a new release. Okay, let's see what this one is about. It says, Erica Powell has lived in hiding for years to protect her son from his wealthy, tyrannical grandfather. Wary of strangers, she's suspicious of James West, who's renting a neighboring cabin despite their sizzling chemistry. Okay. That sounded kind of weird the way that was written. Okay, but when attempts are made on Erica's life, James fears he may have endangered her, because the undercover PI's investigation of Erica may have led someone dangerous right to her. Ooh, suspense. Now, it's Harlequin intrigue versus being love-inspired romantic suspense. So, Harlequins, their regular lines tend to be a little bit more on the steamier side. So if you're looking for clean reads, that one's probably not going to be it. Can't be sure, but a lot of times that line, is more open. Okay, and then we have a mass market, looks like historical romance. A clever Western romantic comedy. Interesting. Okay, so this is The Gunslinger's Guide to Avoiding Matrimony. Don't you just love that title? And this is written by Michelle McLean. All right. This one, at the ripe old age of 28, desperate to retire gunslinger Adam Brady has exactly 2 rules. And one of them is never ever get married. So he'll be danged when his dreams of permanently avoiding this bounty hunter on his tail in Desolation, the only town where notorious men like him can find respite, comes with one hell of a string attached. The town has a new rule: gunslingers welcome if they get a job or marry. Without realizing it, Adam stumbles into a big town wedding and accidentally marries Nora Schumacher, a sassy-mouthed mountain of a woman with legs as long as his wanted poster. So what's a gunslinger to do but get himself unhitched and find a job? Any job. Except Adam keeps getting fired, one odd circumstance after another, and he's running out of options. Desolation was supposed to be a safe haven, except he's not the only one running from his past, but from the irresistible woman he married. And worse, he's finding that he rather likes the enticing, if independent wife of his. But some men just aren't the marrying kind. Only if he leaves, his own life won't be worth living. If he stays, he puts the lives of his newfound family and the woman he loves on the line. So much for Desolation being the answer to all his problems. All right. So right away, not clean. And I know that because they're swearing in the blurb. So... okay, those ones I'm going to be passing along. All right, and then I have a trade paperback. I love trade paperback sizes. Those are my favorite ones to read. This is called The Edge of Summer by Viola Shipman. And let's see. This one is... Devastated by the sudden death of her mother, a quiet, loving, and intensely private Southern seamstress called Miss Mabel, who overflowed with pearls of Ozark's wisdom but never spoke of her own family, Sutton Douglas makes the impulsive decision to pack up and head north to the Michigan resort town where she believes she'll find answers to the lifelong questions she's had about not only her mother's past but also her own place in the world. Recalling Miss Mabel's sewing notions that were her childhood toys, Sutton buys a collection of buttons at an estate sale from Bonnie Lyons, the imposing matriarch of the lakeside community. Propelled by a handful of trinkets left behind by her mother and glimpses into the history of the magical lakeshore town, Sutton becomes tantalized by the possibility that Bonnie is the grandmother she never knew. But is she? As Sutton cautiously befriends Bonnie and is taken into her confidence, she begins to uncover the secrets about her family that Miss Mabel so carefully hid, and about the role that Sutton herself unwittingly played in it all. So this is like women's fiction. That's cool. I hope it's clean. Hope it's clean. Ooh. That's interesting. It's got some articles in it. So that's this kind of the surprise of the box, is that you just don't. And some of them, I wish that books had like a I don't know, a rating or something on them sometimes, because I hate to get into them and then have the 3 strikes you're out kind of thing. Oh, here's this not clean. Here's this not clean. Can't read this one anymore. But I'm always hopeful. So, all right, and then I have a book called Twice a Quinceanera by, I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce this properly, Yamile Said Mendez. Okay. And this one, well, let's see what this one is about. It says, 1 month short of her wedding day and her 30th birthday, Nadia Palacio finds herself standing up to her infuriating, cheating fiancé for the first time in, well, ever. But that same courage doesn't translate to breaking the news to her Argentinian family. She's hyperventilating before facing them when she glimpses a magazine piece about a Latina woman celebrating herself with a second quinceanera, aka Sweet 15. And that gives Nadia a brilliant idea. With a wedding venue already paid for and family from all over the world with plane tickets, Nadia is determined to create her own happily ever after. Since the math adds up perfectly, she'll celebrate her quinceanera, her double quinces. As the first professional in her family, raising a glass to her achievements is the best plan she's had in years, until she discovers that the man in charge of the venue is none other than her college fling that became far more than a fling, and he looks even more delicious than a 3-tiered cake. Romance! How exciting! That sounds interesting. All right. And then the last book I have in here is a hardcover. Oh, and it's called Tiny Buddha's Inner Strength Journal, Creative Prompts and Challenges to Help You Get Through Anything by Lori Deshane. And this is the one that the contest was about, it looked like. All right. Become your most powerful self. If these Sorry, I got romance on the brain here. If these challenging times have taught us anything, it's that resilience is the key to getting through whatever life throws at us. With the Tiny Buddha's Inner Strength Journal, you'll chart your own path to not only surviving, but also thriving in your hardest times. Using creative prompts and thoughtful exercises, this interactive journal will help you discover your strengths, manage your emotions, take good care of yourself, and feel more in control in the face of the unknown. With the simple practices found within these pages, you'll learn to get up and get stronger when life knocks you down so you can get a lot more out of life. All right. So you can see it's got different writing prompts. That's interesting. I like the idea of that. Okay, so then let me see if I got anything else in the box. The only thing I got in the box other than that are a couple of Jolly Ranchers. 3 Jolly Ranchers. Yep, that's it. 3 Jolly Ranchers. Put that over with my snacks. All right. So that is everything that I got in my Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss for July 2022. So here's my thoughts on it right away. Right away, I can see that 2 of the books, the mass market ones, are not going to be clean reads. I'm not even going to attempt them. So I am cautiously optimistic about the women's fiction, The Edge of Summer. And The Choice of Quinceanera sounds interesting. I love the idea of the Tiny Buddha's Inner Strength Journal, but I don't get this this is not a self-care box. This is not a nonfiction box. For me, this is a fiction box. So while I think it's nice that I got that, at the same time, I wish it had been another fiction book. So there you have that. So I wouldn't say this one was in particular this didn't knock it out of the park for me. But hopefully I'll like the 2 that I've highlighted there. So we'll see. Okay, so I'll leave a link down below to their Fresh Fiction's CRATEJOY website so you can check them out for yourself. And that's going to be it for today's video. So if you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I do these unboxings. As always, I love your comments. What did you think of this box? Have you read any of these books or anything by these authors? Would you recommend them? Do you know if any of them are clean? Or you just want to say hi, that's okay too. I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. And that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.